Lauren and Orion are so incredibly draining, y'all. They are really killing the show here. They are so incredibly draining. Let's talk about it. Married at First Sight, season 17. My God, season 17, episode 6. Cancun can't touch this. I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks, where I break down TV shows one recap at a time, interjecting my thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every video. So, if you enjoy that type of content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Thumbs up the video. Hop in the comment section so we can talk about everything or just how you feel about anything that's going to happen on this season with this particular couple. All right. So, I don't know if some of y'all are new, but yes, I do separate videos for every single couple. So shout out to Lauren's dad. Shout out to some of y'all that were like, whoa, a whole video. Yes. That's how I do my breakdowns. Also, the black was hot last week. I blocked so many of y'all because what I'm not gonna have y'all do is come into my comments and question my blackness, take my black card, or tell me that I don't have self-worth because I called a black woman out for being wrong. So y'all were blocked. Y'all can stay blocked. I'm not unblocking people anymore. Y'all do too much in the comments. Okay? I can have my opinion about the matter. If you don't, then go watch somebody else that shares your opinion if it bothers you that much. And then Lauren's dad, you doing too much in the comments, sir. Your daughter's on TV. If you cannot handle your daughter being critiqued in videos, don't get on YouTube. Very simple stuff here, sir. So Lauren and Orion are now sleeping separately. Okay. She said that I guess she slept downstairs. She just said downstairs. I don't know what that means, but she stayed downstairs majority of the night. She got back in bed at 5 a.m. so he wouldn't know she wasn't in bed. Now, Lauren, okay. If she thinks that man didn't know she was in bed until 5, okay. So they're at this like cave little situation where they're in the water just kind of hanging out. And now we're going to once again talk about this subject. So she tells him that nothing that she said was out of malice. He agrees. He doesn't think it was out of malice. It was out of ignorance, but it was still wrong, right? She said she had said derogatory things. He gave an example. She said, I don't even know what that means. She looked at him and said, oh, I get it now looking at your face. And she laughed. That was wrong. He felt the way about it. He's well within his rights to feel the way about it. So he said that there are just certain things that he does not move on, right? So because of that, he took a walk because he wasn't able to formulate a response that would be respectful to her. So he had to take some time to himself to get himself together. She wants him to feel safe and comfortable at home. She doesn't want him to think that she is going to be laughing in his face and calling him derogatory slurs the same way that she wants to feel comfortable at home, and the same way that he is not going to laugh and joke about derogatory slurs towards her. Very simple stuff. So they both agree that this has taught them both how to navigate any future racial or morality arguments that they might get into. Here's the thing, y'all are going to get into more because for Lauren's identity is being black, right? That is Lauren's character trait. So if you say, hey Lauren, what do you enjoy being black? Hey Lauren, what do you like being black? Same with Orion. Orion, what is your favorite color? The indigenous, whatever the indigenous people color is. What is your favorite songs? All the indigenous music. Like, that is what they have made themselves out to be in this relationship. That might not be how they are outside of this, but in this particular marriage, that's how they have chosen to carry themselves. And when you are leading with that in everything you do, verbally, it's going to cause friction because both of you are now walking on eggshells around each other. It's not just her walking on eggshells around him, he's doing it around her too, because Lauren gives me the vibe that she is waiting on him to slip up so that she can say, remember when I did that? And remember, like, that's the vibe that I get from her. We get it. You're black, you're indigenous. Y'all really don't have to talk about the obvious all the time. So Lauren is talking to the ladies and she lets them know about about racial differences that she's had with Orion. And I just feel like they're making this harder than it has to be. They're making it harder than it has to be. Stop talking about race all the time. Stop explaining to him what it means to lay down your edges. Why you wear a bonnet, why you get your hair braided, why you wear, why you use Vaseline, why you do this. Stop explaining everything to him. Certain things you don't have to black explain to him, and I think that's what she's doing, and that's why it's becoming so tense between the two of them. Lauren acknowledges she has a learning curve to get through, sure, but I also feel like, Lauren, the way that you were so deeply rooted, you said you were blackity black black black, the fact that you are blackity black black black, I kind of feel like you should know how to navigate around other minorities. And it kind of feels like Lauren just doesn't, which is just very odd. And again, I don't know if it's because she's out there in Colorado where y'all gave me statistics, there's less than 2% of black people. I don't know if it's because she's out there and there's not enough black people around her. But I feel like, Lauren, you should be better at navigating through this. You're a minority. You are talking to another minority. It's not rocket science. It's not. Don't be offensive. That's really all we got to do here. Simple stuff, people. Very, very simple stuff. Orion is telling the guys that marriage is not what he thought because you're just not prepared for it, but it's going great so far. And he says that Lauren is everything he wanted in a partner, and it's a really, really nice feeling. Awesome. So they're outside having ice cream. He is so just thrilled and taken aback that she remembered that he likes mint chocolate ice cream and strawberry ice cream. It's not that hard to remember, Orion. Orion is acting like Orion is acting like she did like some like super extravagant order. I mean, give her some credit. She's an adult. She can remember a flavor. But okay, he was excited. So he's telling her that he still has 100% trust in her even after the convo from the balcony. And if I hear about that conversation one more time, I'm going to lose my shit. I'm so sick of hearing about that. I'm so sick of hearing about it. It's like y'all want to argue about it. Y'all want something to argue about. So she tells him that she wants them to always start the morning with cuddles and kisses, even if they've been arguing the night before, because she just wants like a fresh start to the day. She wants a fresh start to every morning. Awesome sauce. I'm with it. I'm rocking with you on that. Let's start each morning anew. Awesome. He agrees. He likes that idea. That's what we're going to do. So they're playing this card game on the bus. No, excuse me. They're playing this card game with everybody after they could not get on the boat because of the rain. And he asks her, what is she teaching him? And she's learning what it means to give grace in action. So she's learning, I guess she's now recognizing the amount of grace that she gives him, how she gives it to him. And she's also learning the amount of grace and recognizing the amount of grace that he is giving her in certain situations. So for those of y'all that don't think he gave her grace, she's acknowledging he gave her grace in that particular situation. And for her, it's I guess I think it's that she never really thought about it, or she said that she's not used to receiving grace. So for her, it's been a positive, awesome. Awesome. So they're having a little dinner date night later that night. And y'all know whenever they have these date nights, it always goes crazy. It always goes sideways. So she tells him that she enjoys touching him. So when they were out on the boat, we saw a lot of times she was like leaning on him. They were cuddling. Like they have a lot of physical touch between the two of them. And she lets him know that she really enjoys that. And she said that she is now imagining sex with him. I said, okay. So She said that I think it would start with fellatio from you because I feel like you would just go for it. I said, girl, tell him what you want. Tell him what you want. He said that yeah, he's very much a giver and he would like to, go from top to bottom with her, kissing all the way down. She's like, okay, I feel like, don't go right in, kiss around and touch me, tease me, y'all know the song. Shout out to Case. So he's like, great, I can do that. She asks how he feels about sex toys. And he's like, well, I have my own collection. I say, do you? Men be having collections of sex toys? So he said that he has not had sex in over a year and a half. She said, well, it's been, sooner than that for me. She hasn't had sex in a couple of months. She said too. He said that he's uncomfortable. He's now uncomfortable with that. He said that he thinks that they just prepared for this separately or in different ways because the moment that he found out that he was engaged, he stopped. She said, hold on, player, let me clarify that for you. The moment that I found out I was engaged, I stopped as well. She said, I wasn't like, oh, let me just, I'm engaged. Let me go get one more in. He then tells her that he knows his self-worth, okay, and he does not give himself away freely. So she's like, does it bother you that I had sex 2 months ago? He said yes, and it has taken sex off the table. So she was like, fine, sex is off the table. And what else is going on? Shout out to Cynthia Bailey. Here's the thing. It feels like, I don't know what the screening process is, the application process is for this show. But what it sounds like is Orion knew he wanted to come on to, no, it sounds like Orion was already like low-key celibate or just not getting them. But I mean, you do live at home with your mama. Are you fucking in your mama house? Nonetheless, it seems like Orion just knew he wanted to come on the show. And in his mind, to prepare for the show, maybe he just stopped having sex or he wasn't getting any anyways. In Lauren's defense, Lauren was just living life the way she was living life. And because of that, she so happened to have sex 2 months ago. She then found out that she was going to be on the show. And then she stopped because she was now engaged. So for him to want to take sex off the table because they had sex 2 months ago, I just have questions about that. I just have questions. So why does that take sex off the table? Because I'm sure this show tests these people. I'm sure everybody's getting like, the proper STD test and stuff like that. But I guess I'm wondering, like, because it's not like he asked her, did you use protection? Like, what kind of contraceptive do you use? It was just like sex is off the table for him. But why? Why? I guess I want to know why. And it was definitely a dig at her when he was like, well, I know my self-worth and I don't lay it low and spread it wide like you do. I'm not popping it for Pimp Lauren. That's what it seemed like he was giving. I don't know about this couple. I don't know about this couple, y'all. I don't know if they're gonna work. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. What do you guys feel about Orion taking sex off the table because she had sex 2 months ago? What do y'all feel about that? Do you think he's well within his rights? Well, for one, let me rephrase that. He absolutely is well within his rights to do that. Let me rephrase that. Why do y'all think that the 2 months matters? Let's ask that. That's a better question. Why do you guys think that the 2 months matter so much to him? Let's talk about it down below, y'all. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, share with a friend, thumbs up the video. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.